Sublime magnificence.
Hey guys, you know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent Big Ugly himself, Omari Ellis Feo Grande on YouTube, back with another episode of This Guy Hasn't Seen. And as usual, I am joined by my co-host and running mate, one of my best friends in the world, El Director himself, Bill Smith.
Yo, 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 yo!
Yo,
What's up, Omari? What's up, Omari? Thank you for having me back. As always, I love being here. I love doing this thing. Love chatting movies. Love chatting movies I haven't seen. Love chatting things that I didn't even know existed.
yeah.
Love chatting about things that I may have thought I never seen.
Oh. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, well, this thing you may have thought you'd never seen, we're going to talk about that this week because I'm doing a movie from 2004, Dead Leaves.
Dead Leaves from 2004. In a dystopian Earth, Retro and Pandy wake up naked, possessing superior physical abilities but no memory of their former lives. The duo embarks on a brief but devastating crime spree in downtown Tokyo, targeting food, clothing, and transportation. However, their actions lead to their arrest, and they are subsequently sent.
Say no!
And they are subsequently sent to the notorious prison Dead Leaves, located on the half-destroyed moon.
Ah, yeah,
Once
so.
incarcerated, Retro and Pandy are subjected to I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. I'll
I'm
stop
about
there.
to say,
I'll stop there.
actually, Jesus. Well, yes, Dead Leaves. This is from 2004. I suggested this one. It is, if you're wondering how I saw it initially, um, much like Girl Who Leapt Through Time and Summer Wars, introduced to me by my college friends. One of which had made an AMV that was pretty popular back in the day, 18 years ago. Uh,
For our listeners, let them know what AMV stands
an
for.
animated music video or animated.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
There you
So
go,
pretty much
listeners.
make a music video to songs using clips from various animes. He made one that's got about 25,000 views over the past 18 years or so. For it was using footage from Dead Leaves to the song Deadfall, which is just a real fast I think it's based on the Nick Cage movie of the same name because it has a lot of quotes in there like "Viva fucking France, man" and etc. But it's a
Okay.
very fast-paced song with a lot of and we'll get into it. It's a fast-paced movie. So I saw that AMV a lot because it was his magnum opus and won an award at one of the conventions for like best action. So good on him for that. Shout out to Rosard on that one. Um, but we watched the movie. I had forgotten about it. Saw it on Tubi the other day. Was like, Dead Leaves. I can recommend that movie. That's an anime that I just remembered, so I recommended it. And yeah, so Bill, you may or may not remember having seen this based off of your opening statement.
I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I would occasionally like to go buy some tacos, and these tacos were at a specific you could only find these tacos at like random shady dudes houses. And you would go to these people's houses, and you would be like, "Hey sir, $60 in tacos please." And they'd be like, "Okay, cool." And then they would just like lean back in their couch, and you'd be like, "Okay, yeah." And you'd sit down, and then they'd put on random, just absolutely random stuff, and you'd have to sit there and watch it with them. sometimes your theory could be that the Taco Man just wanted somebody to hang out with. Sometimes your theory is that the Taco Man doesn't want people just like revolving door in and out of his place. So if you come over and you buy tacos, you got to hang out for a little bit before you can leave with the tacos. Um, and I think more than once we've been burned on this show specifically because of one Taco Man. Um, and this one, the second the two main characters are revealed, I was like, oh damn it. Oh damn it. I watched this at Taco Guy's house. I just never knew it was Dead Leaves. I couldn't have even told you that I watched, like, oh yeah, I watched this show this show once with like a guy as a TV head, and it was like just crazy action and fast cuts and shit. I don't even know if I could have ever told you that until the moment you started showing it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I've seen this.
That's fair.
So
So,
I say all that to say I've seen this. Since then, tacos are completely and utterly legitimized where I live here in Missouri. And so you never have those Taco Man experiences anymore. You have now replaced my Taco Man experiences, Omari. Thank you very much.
well, thank you for taking into tacos.
Mhm.
Now, in the taco this week's Dead Leaves. So yeah, I guess we'll just hop into talking about the movie then. We got the intro out the way in the summary of the movie.
Yeah, I think the challenge this week, Omari, is going to be um not talking longer than the movie is.
A very short movie. I did not remember a lot. I remembered TV Headman and I remembered guns and action. Like you said, like pretty much if I would have said that to you, you probably would have been like, yeah, that's that movie. Yeah, everything else was like, oh, I remembered a lot of lines from it for reasons I'll talk about because my friends love this movie. The in the hallway, now I'm the boss around here. You're gonna follow me. Now who's gonna do so? Yeah. Gets quoted all the fucking time, or got quoted all the time, and also I think the end of Rosard's music video because I watched it. He has that little clip during like his little credit sequence. It has that clip from that. So yeah, it was fun to watch, but yeah, they got the immediately action in cop chase scene going down the street. I wasn't sure how I felt about Retro early on or throughout the majority of the movie because he had moments where it's like okay, then he had moments where he was super annoying.
I love Retro.
Oh, he grew on me by the end, but early on, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about him. But he grew on me by the time the movie got over. But
Yeah.
yeah, and we got Pandy likely because she's got the spot on her eye like a panda and everything. But yeah, they got no memories. They get arrested. We talked about that. We have the weird scenes in the jail where they're like being like, "Oh, time to eat, time to poop. Here's a poop tube."
They just suck it out I mean, so yeah, like I think there's like I would say this a lot for a lot of this movie of just like wow, they're like weird choices. Um, but I'm here for weird choices. I support making strong weird choices. Um, but boy, sometimes but it's so fucking quick. It's so fucking quick. It's hard. Like the slowest scene in the movie might be the poop scene.
Yeah.
That's the one time where everybody is kind of standing still and we're not like actively progressing in the plot. They're just showing you for a little while
Yeah.
them all getting
Yeah.
sucked from their bottoms. Um uh Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Like we expressed, it's very short. I don't know if we actually put a time on it, but it clocks in at 52 minutes. But then I think it starts to go to credits at 43 minutes, 44 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long
Uh
credit sequence.
so yeah, it is pretty brief. It is
It's brief, but it's packed with so much shit that it doesn't feel long like the
no,
Christmas special felt long, but you still
right.
feel like you're watching a movie despite the fact that it's,
Yeah.
TV
No, yeah.
TV
10
show length.
10 minutes in the Star Wars holiday special felt like 40 minutes. It was insane. It was like a capsule. It put you in a different
Yeah,
physics.
yeah. Different
um,
dimension.
um, but this was definitely not that. Uh, I I don't know. I struggle to pull out individual things because it's so. I would say it is a sexually charged movie.
Heavily.
Um,
Definitely
that is a strong, like, it's,
do with the dick drill.
yeah, it's
This
very, like, I don't know, like Adult Swim 2007 or something like that.
Yeah, which is around when I was going to college and seeing this stuff. And like I
Yeah.
said, Fred's music video was 18 years ago. That's like 2006. And it's still up there on YouTube. I watched it after I watched the movie to make sure I knew the name of the song if I was going to reference it.
Um, so yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, it. I mean, okay, so like biggest standout moment of the film is when she births the baby.
Baby with the blickies.
Yeah, she births the baby that has two guns automatically in his hand and two guns coming out of his head. Um, and this dude is rapidly aging. Every time we cut to him, he's like, he's a baby, he's a toddler, he's a teenager, he's an extremely fit young man, middle-aged man, then he's old and he's got a cane.
Mama.
Yeah, that's that one's, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I really dug it, but it's hard to classify. It's almost like an art piece
Yeah.
of just like
And
just kind
speaking
of
of which,
high
the
art
art
beyond like
itself.
a story, a show,
Yeah. The art
movie kind
itself,
of
I
thing.
like the direction they went with it. It was the way they chose to do their colors and shadings and the animation itself, I really enjoyed. It was
Uh-huh.
unique in and of itself. It's very much, oh yeah, that's a Dead Leaves. I know that. I know that. I know that panel. That's from Dead Leaves. I don't even have to remember the scene exactly, but I can just tell you looking at that shit that that's that movie. It had that. It was one of those kind of style things.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, and as you said, like your friend made a music video off of it. I feel like you don't have to hear a word of it, and everything is so expressive on the screen of of, I mean, although, like, you're not going to get deep exposition, but this show also doesn't really care about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to give you what it wants to give you, and it's going to give it to you very quickly. And okay, here's the thing that you need to know for this to be a little bit more emotionally weighted or whatever, but or you explain, here's what you need to know why we're doing this thing or what this thing is that
Like
they're going to.
part
But
of the
anyway, back to shooting guys and boobs.
Yeah, like part of the reveal of her, like, oh, now I remember what happened, was she's remembering while the dude's expositioning to her, and you can't really focus on what she's saying because he's also talking in the background. So it's even distracting through that because he's like, I'm doing so and so. So she's just, I'm just like, wait, what is he saying? Because the subtitles only put what she's saying. So now I want to hear what he's saying and read that. So yeah, there's so much going on at once. It's just, and they don't care. Even at the end, he's like, I'm confused. Is it A, B, or C that is our situation? Does it really matter? I guess not. And the movie itself is like, yeah, we have a plot, but do you care? Or are you here for some fun?
Yeah.
Uh,
I was here for it.
Fucking when she killed that one dude in the hallway, Pandy, with the I put fatality because she loves using her fucking explosion. Oh, the fucking explosive lipstick shit underneath the dude when it like exploded him and shit when she fought him in the hallway. That shit was cool. I'm just like fatality.
Yeah,
Retro
that was
fusing
dope.
with the robot, doing his thing. And him pretty much spoiled what we're talking about the whole movie. Dying. I was like,
Right.
oh shit. Because it was just so like, I'll give you a reason, rip. Well, fuck. But I'm like, he's a TV for a head. He should be fine. And he was. But yeah, it was, yeah, it's just a fun time. I
Yeah,
do.
I really enjoyed my time with it.
Yeah.
Mom was ridiculous. When she's finally revealed, she's just an absolutely ridiculous character. Just like yeah, super android where just things just start coming like in the opening when she's finally revealed and it keeps cutting back between her and Pandy. Every time it cuts back to her, a new thing like comes out and is like on guard.
Yeah, Pandy's just talking shit the whole time.
Yeah.
Then she turned into a giant fucking caterpillar and all that shit, and then baby mama. I was like, what the is going on here? The shit with them like going into random vent and then just landing in the armory, and then now they got a tank. They're like blasting shit up. It's just like nonstop. Just here we go. Oh, they had a sex scene that motivated the whole prison to follow them. Because the sex was just that good. When you talk about the movie being so over
No, yeah.
sexually charged.
Yeah, they're like, all right, so you fuck good and you got out of your cuffs, so you're pretty much a god to us now. Yeah, it was goofy.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stuff, but at the same time, it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, the ending it ends and they kind of pretty much loop back to the way they start, except this time their cryo pads landed on the poor guy that got like hit at the beginning of the movie and kill him. It's like damn, can't catch a break, and you know it's him because he's got a band-aid on as opposed to the rest of the NPCs. Yeah, fuck. What else is there? There's yeah, so you liked it.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Check it out. It's definitely a movie that's better if you check it out than people like just spouting it off to you. And like we said, it's very short experience, but it's not here for a long time. It's here for a good time. And that's what Dead Leaves is. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
thumbs up.
So Bill, what are we watching next week?
Um, I don't know.
Fair, me neither.
Okay, I'll let you know, and it'll be a surprise to them. Sorry.
Aha, one of those. So yeah, if you want to see some of our other previous surprise episodes, you can go ahead and check those out on the channel. You can also check out the various other shows we have. Mock Draft, occasionally on the Mondays, drafting various things, having some more nonsensical tones and funs and all kinds of fun things. Tons of fun things to do. On Wednesdays, I got the Whatever We Want podcast that I do with a good friend of mine, a good friend of the show and channel, Super Jazz.
Super Jazz.
Thank you very much, as nature intended. We talk about just that, whatever we want. But we also have a show, Bill and I, on Saturdays called You Don't Watch Sports. Two guys, three topics, help you sprinkle a little information into your casual sports conversation and be the guiding light. You can see it, sports talk. I also have a Twitter and Twitch at Giotabi. That's Giotabi. Come on in, stop on by. Terry should be out by now. Yeah, playing some Street Fighter, Mr. Bogart.
Oh, I was like, what? Terry.
Yeah. Bill, you got anything else you want to say to the folks?
Nope. I was really hoping that I'd figure out what I was gonna do before this episode ended, and I still I don't have it. So
But yeah, I was talking about Terry from Fatal Fury, the thing we watched earlier, which you guys can check out as well.
Yes,
He's going to be in
Terry
Street Fighter 6.
Bogart from Fatal Fury is going to be a guest character in Street Fighter 6, and Omari is going to play it a bunch. And I still don't know. So let's just all right, bye.
All right, we'll see you guys next week with a surprise. Adios.